Wow, what a year 2023 has been for Funko. Well, besides the fact that they threw out millions of dollars of products, I would say it's a fairly good year for Funko. Some cool pops came out this year. You might be wondering, why are you in a suit? Well, today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best pop of 2023, and I just had to dress for the occasion. I bought this suit for the video actually. This definitely isn't a suit for my prom last year. At the start of December on my Discord server, Everything Funko, I asked you guys to send me your favorite pops from the year, and there was a ton of cool pops submitted. By the way, I do stuff like this all the time on my Discord server, so if you want to join for yourself, there will be a link in the description below. But yeah, I took all the pops that you guys submitted and I put them into a bracket, and here's how it played out. Well, first, before I tell you about the bracket, let me tell you about the pops that are actually in this competition. Starting off with Noelle from Black Clover, then we have Sora game cover, Taz as Scooby-Doo, Red Ranger, Vampire McNugget, Shinobu from Demon Slayer, Holiday Mickey Mouse, Michael Behind Hedge, Lotso, Darth Vader, The Last Ronin, Reaper Freddy, Hannah Montana, Spider-Punk, Monkey D. Luffy, Freddy Bones, King Daredevil, Marco, Proto, Hatching Raptor, 001 from Stranger Things, SpongeBob and Patrick 2-pack, Whitebeard Chase, Peter B. Parker, Escanor, Chase Yamato, The Question, Skating Barbie and Ken 2-pack, Space Zombie Freddy, Eddie, Glow-in-the-Dark Chase Pennywise, Bob Cratchit with Tiny Tim, Sun and Moon, Donald Duck, Gato, Chuck E. Cheese, Green Ranger, Bugs Bunny as Buddy the Elf, Venom, and Kyoshi. There's 20 rounds in the bracket, so I believe that's 40 pops. If you're counting the 2-packs, then it's like 41, 42, but it's 40 pops. I tried my best to make the pops competing against each other kind of related to each other. So for example, if it's an anime pop, I'll put it up against another anime pop, just to make it a little bit more fair. And I also did make a mistake later on in the bracket, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. For now, let's just get right into round 1. So round 1, we have Noelle from Black Clover going against Kyoshi. Noelle had 19 votes and Kyoshi had 65, meaning Kyoshi goes on to the next round. Then we had Sora against Venom. Sora had 15 votes and Venom had 86. Now I did make a small mistake with this one right here. This pop actually came out in 2022. I thought it came out in 2023, but it didn't. It actually came out late 2022. So I had to disqualify it and let Sora go on to the next round. Then we had Taz as Scooby-Doo against Bugs Bunny as Elf. And Taz as Scooby-Doo won with 66 votes versus 30. Then we had Red Ranger versus Green Ranger. Red Ranger won with 58 votes against 33. Then we had the Vampire McNugget against Chuck E. Cheese. And Vampire McNugget only had 19 votes and Chuck E. Cheese had 80. Then we had Shinobu against Gato. Or Ghetto. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am. It doesn't even matter. I don't have to say it anymore in the video because he got demolished. 79 votes to 11. Then we had Holiday Mickey against Donald Duck. And the votes for this one was 35 against 59, Donald Duck winning. Then we had Michael Behind Hedge against Sun and Moon. Pretty good competition, two very anticipated pops from 2023. But Sun and Moon won in the end with 58 votes against 38. Then we had Lotso against Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim. Bob Cratchit with Tiny Tim won with 64 votes against 33. Then there was Darth Vader against Pennywise Glow-in-the-Dark Chase. And Darth Vader won by a lot, 74 against 25. Then we had Last Ronin against Eddie, and Last Ronin won with 72 votes against 26. Last Ronin probably has to be my favorite pop out of all the pops in today's video. It's just so cool. Then we had Reaper Freddy against Space Zombie Freddy. Space Zombie Freddy won with 62 votes against 34. Now technically these pops did get announced in 2022, but they weren't released until 2023, so I still counted them. Then there's Hannah Montana against Skating Barbie and Ken. Skating Barbie and Ken won with 71 votes against 25. Then we have Spider-Punk against The Question, and this has to be the biggest loss in today's video. 92 votes against 8. Spider-Punk won. It's not even like The Question's not a cool pop. It is. It's just Spider-Punk is just so much better. Then there's Monkey D. Luffy against Yamato. Monkey D. Luffy won with 72 votes against 17. Freddy Bones against Escanor, and Escanor lost with Freddy Bones having 70 votes over 18. King Daredevil against Peter B. Parker, 17 against 82. Peter B. Parker won, which that's not surprising at all. Peter B. Parker was one of the most anticipated pops this year. Then it was Marco against Whitebeard, with Whitebeard winning with 64 votes against 25. Proto against SpongeBob and Patrick, and SpongeBob and Patrick winning with 84 votes over 16. And finally, Hatching Raptor against one from Stranger Things, with Hatching Raptor winning with 68 votes over 27. And that concludes round 1. A lot of really awesome pops moved on to the next round, and some unfortunately didn't make it. And with that being said, let's move on to round 2. And the first battle of round 2 was Kyoshi against Sora, and Sora won with 43 votes against 38. This really surprised me considering that Sora lost to Venom in the last round and only went through due to the fact that I made a mistake. Then we have Taz as Scooby-Doo against Red Ranger. Taz won with 63 votes against 25. Chuck E. Cheese against Shinobu. Chuck E. Cheese won with 61 votes against 32. Donald Duck against Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon of course won with 68 votes against 19. Bob Cratchit with Tiny Tim against Darth Vader. Darth Vader won with 68 votes against 24. The Last Ronin against Space Zombie Freddy. The Last Ronin of course won with 58 votes over 35. Roller Skating Ken and Barbie against Spider-Punk. Once again, a huge win for Spider-Punk. 81 votes against 18. Monkey D. Luffy against Freddy Bones. 55 to 37. Monkey D. Luffy won. Peter B. Parker against Chase Whitebeard. Peter B. Parker won with 73 votes to 23. And finally, SpongeBob and Patrick against Hatching Raptor. SpongeBob and Patrick won with 71 against 30. It's definitely getting harder to vote here because there's a lot of really awesome pops making it through. And with that being said, let's move on to round 3, the quarterfinals. First off, we have Sora against Taz of Scooby-Doo. Taz of Scooby-Doo won with 56 votes against 43. Chuck E. Cheese against Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon won with 64 votes against 37. Like, come on, look at this battle right here. This is really hard to choose one that's really awesome. But for me, I'd probably have to go with Sun and Moon. Two really cool pops though. Chuck E. Cheese is just as awesome as Sun and Moon. Then it was Darth Vader against The Last Ronin. This is a really tough one. Darth Vader won with 62 votes against 41. Then it was Spider-Punk against Monkey D. Luffy. Spider-Punk won with 63 votes against 40. And finally, Peter B. Parker against SpongeBob and Patrick. SpongeBob and Patrick beat Peter B. Parker with 57 votes to 51. And like I said, it only gets tougher as you go on with the battles. Now you're stuck with 5 really cool pops. It's gonna be impossible to choose from these 5 right here. And you might be wondering, 5 pops? That's uneven. How is a bracket gonna work here? And like I said earlier on in the video, I made a oopsie. I made a mistake. I made the bracket uneven. I put all 5 of them against each other and I told you guys to vote for the worst one instead of the best one. And out of these 5 pops right here, the one with the least amount of votes for it to be removed was the Darth Vader. That one only had 10 votes, and then it was SpongeBob and Patrick with 12, and then it was Sun and Moon with 19, and then it was Spider-Punk with 25, which leaves Taz of Scooby-Doo with 39 votes to be removed. Really cool pop, but compared to the other 4, I would say that was probably the best bet to remove. And with that being done, let's move on to the semifinals. Starting off the semifinals, we had Sun and Moon against Darth Vader, a really hard battle, but in the end, Sun and Moon prevailed out on top with 65 votes against 40, and then we had Spider-Punk against SpongeBob and Patrick, and Spider-Punk won with 70 votes against 42. Which then leaves the finals to be Sun and Moon against Spider-Punk. And this is a really hard battle right here. Me personally, if I had to pick one out of the 2, I would have to probably go with Sun and Moon. It's just such a cool pop. And you guys voted. The votes ended up being 58 to 44, with Sun and Moon losing and Spider-Punk winning the best pop vote of the year 2023. That was seriously a lot of fun to do. Congratulations to Spider-Punk on winning the best pop of the year 2023. Seriously, such a cool pop. Definitely one of my favorites from the year. Would I say it's the best? Probably not. At the end of the day, it's your vote on the Discord server. I had no say in it. Spider-Punk won fair and square. Thanks to everyone who participated on the Discord server. Like I said at the start of the video, if you want to join the Discord server for yourself, I'll put a link down below in the description. I do stuff like this all the time, and I definitely want to do more Discord videos in 2024. Comment down below what pop you think was the best pop of 2024. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. I'm so happy this video's over. I get to take off my suit now. This thing is so tight on me. I hate suits so much.